5 ways it shows up in trauma patients: I'm sorry, emotional numbness, hopelessness, skipping and refusing treatments or shortening them, distrust and anger. And I've experienced all 5 of them. When I first, emotional numbness really hit me hard after I lost my kidneys the first time after my transplant failed, because like man, I worked so hard to get the first transplant, like a lot, like 13, 14 surgeries. I had to have like plastic surgery to remove all of the excess weight that I lost right here in my midsection. I got so many staph infections and so many this and that. I can go on, just to get the transplant right. I finally get the transplant, and 5 years later, I'm back at dialysis. And so emotional numbness hit me kind of hard because I didn't want to feel. And at the time I lived in Arlington, and I picked a clinic that was 20 minutes away from me because I didn't want to have to answer questions about why are you back? Like, what happened? I thought you got a transplant. After answer, oh, what happened? Well, I didn't want to have to deal with any of that. So I went to a way far away where I didn't have to answer any questions. Every time I would go, I would just shut people out and do my work. I would give real short answers. I was probably rude to the social worker and stuff like that. So I had to apologize when I left. So, because I was just so shut down because I didn't want to feel because I was just so upset that I was back at dialysis. So yeah, so I've experienced emotional numbness. I've experienced hopelessness when I realized that like I didn't urinate anymore. I've experienced distrust. I feel like they were just making money off of me. The anger of having to show up to dialysis. Never really skip treatments because I don't when I miss dialysis I feel like I don't feel good if I miss. So I'm showing up, but still some days I want to cut it short. Yesterday was a pretty day. It was cold, but my wife was at home and she was making something. I wanted to go home and eat with her, and I was like, "Do not want to go to dialysis today." But yeah, and so yeah, that's how it shows up in my training that I do is I go to I'm talking to techs and nurses and dialysis staff on what they see because a lot of times, behavior that they see is always something underneath. People are acting a certain way because of something that they're dealing with.